I'm just going to show how to do some DDoS mitigation through setting up a trust zone policy, zone of protection.
Mm-hmm.
So we just go under network, and then under network profiles, there's something called zone protection. You can click add, and then it brings up familiar panel. We'll just give this, we'll say DDoS protect. And there's all these really easy to set up tabs for different kinds of DDoS protection. So we can enable like SIM flooding protection by just clicking on the checkbox. You can change like what action it takes. So random early drop is just like, drop the connection if you have too many of the SIM packets. Cookies actually sets up something where the firewall acts as an intermediary between like the actual server, and so it keeps like these send cookies, and it sort of dynamically manages them so that if it needs to drop it, it can. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So it's just a different method of doing it. But I just am going to leave everything on default. So you can set up UDP flooding protection, ICMP, basically anything you want. And if you just go like through here, one of the groups talked about port scanning. So you can set up alerts if it detects port scanning, or you can block IPs by default. I think normally you want to leave this on alert, just because this is more of like intrusion detection, I guess, rather than prevention. So you want to just have as many alerts as possible. There's this packet-based, so here's how you can set up IP spoofing protection. You just check mark that. Here's how you do, that teardrop attack protection. Just check mark the fragmented traffic. There's a lot more like other sub options that I don't think are strictly necessary unless you really want to play around with it as you're experiencing an attack. And then there's like mismatched overlapping TCP segments. That sounds like a variant of the teardrop attack to me. So yeah, you can just go through this. You want to check for fragmented packets for ICMP, and then IPv6. I didn't really look into any of this, but I guess those are other advanced options specifically for IPv6. So yeah, so once you're done configuring it, you can just click OK. That creates your protection profile. And then how you actually apply it is you go to the zones tab, and then say we want to apply it to the outside zone, because that's what makes sense. So all you have to do is just click on outside, and then what we can do is see under here it says zone protection profile. We can just click on DDoS protect, and then just say OK, and it shows up right there, and then we can just commit. And now we have mitigated DDoS through Palo Alto.
Great job.
Over to you, Bill.
Okay.
Well, okay.